Hi guys, and welcome back to Sing It Their Way. If you watch our vlogs regularly, you would notice that our last vlog ended rather abruptly. And here's the story time explaining why. It all started out on Friday morning, I would guess. Deacon, our youngest child, woke up and one of his eyes was red. I put some eye drops in it, and within minutes, it had cleared up considerably. And my husband takes him to school, so he hadn't gotten up yet. So I had to go to work. So when I left, um, he checked it and he put drops in it and it cleaned up some more. So we're like, surely this can't be pink eye because he didn't have any crust or anything like that. He must have just kind of irritated his eye while he was asleep.
COVID is real, y'all. Let me tell you something. Last Friday was a great day, beautiful day. Boys went off to school. Um, I was off. I had an off day, so I was just did a few things that I had to take care of, whatever. Everybody came home. We thought we was about to get into some of this advent calendar stuff.
He comes home from school on Friday and his eye is just like super red and like droopy. He said it felt like he needed to try to keep it open. So, of course, that was concerning. We immediately went and got like pink eye drops and artificial tears and started to treat his eye.
I was downstairs chilling. I don't know what I was doing. Maybe I was playing PlayStation or something.
I got a call telling me that someone that I was in close contact with tested positive and that um and wanted to know if I was with them more than 15 minutes. And I was not. She was masked, I was double masked. So when I got that call, it alarmed me because I was in very close proximity. That was on Wednesday that she and I worked on that. I'm sorry. So I was in very close proximity to her.
Baby said, "Hey, can you come upstairs? I want to talk to you." So I went upstairs. She was like, "I just got off the phone with a coworker, and the coworker gave us some devastating news." Like, okay, what was the news? The coworker has been diagnosed with COVID-19.
Coupled with the fact that Deacon woke up with now what we're assuming pink eye symptoms, I immediately wanted to get tested and I wanted him to get tested.
We mask up like it ain't nothing around here. We always got the mask. We always doing the social distancing. We always doing the things you're supposed to do to avoid getting COVID.
So we called the boys in to deliver this news. And they were upset. And more so, Deacon, the youngest, was very upset. And that was like very hard to tell a child, you got to stay in your room and you've done nothing wrong, you know? And I don't know how long you're going to need to stay in your room.
We had some thoughts that maybe my mother and my brother Deacon could have been exposed to coronavirus. So me, I don't. If at first I didn't know how to feel. I Whenever they told us the news, it was like, why are you guys making us stay far apart? My mom worked at a school. One of the teachers got COVID, so she thought she might have had COVID since she might have been around that person. And so, and then she's looked it up, and since I had that kind of like a red eye type thing, and one of the ways to get COVID is through your eyes. So me and my mom had a quarantine. I was crying because the weekend was supposed to be a fun day. I was supposed to chill, play video games with my brother.
We all immediately went to our corners. So it was like 4 o'clock on Friday night, Friday afternoon.
I immediately grabbed all the sanitation products and start cleaning up areas, wiping down, bleaching. I mean, it was a bleach bomb up in this thing. That was pretty rough because we've done so much to avoid it, and the possibility that it came into our house or possibly came into our house, that was really shocking.
Now, Deacon's in his room, and there's a bathroom near his room that only he will be using. Um, I went to the master because there's obviously a bathroom in the master.
I ended up sleeping down here um, on the recliner, straight uncomfortable, straight uncomfortable. Then I went and got on the couch for a little bit. Not a good idea.
I kept telling him to come in here. This would be more comfortable than an air mattress, but he wasn't listening to me. But anyway, Romy went to his room, and they both shared the half bath downstairs.
My brother and my dad both said that that we need a third bath, a third shower, since they didn't. We only have two showers, and they're in my mom's room where she was staying, and over here where I'm staying. So they couldn't shower for 4 days. Yeah.
Because presumably we we believed that if anybody was exposed, it was going to be myself or Deacon. So as soon as I went into my room, I called my best friend who works for the CDC.
And she gave us some pointers and some facts and some good information about what we should do and how we should approach the situation.
She said we all did the right thing to separate, and that I should, she just reaffirmed all the things that I was thinking.
So me and my dad had to do a lot of the things else that you had to do outside the room. Like I had to make lunch for my brother, and my dad would take it up. But so we were the only people who could walk through the house, but we had to wear masks. And when they first told us on that day that they told us about wearing masks, to be honest, I was wondering, do I have to wear this mask all day? But at least I can take it off whenever I'm in my room and the door's shut. So that's like my own space away from everyone. I got the home phone and some hand sanitizer, and my dad brought me food, as I said, and I would call my mom when I woke up, and she would just she would give me eye drops for my eyes since they were red. And then after that, my dad would bring me food so I could eat. And I had to wear a mask when I was around my mom whenever she came in to give me the eye drops. And my dad got me a eye patch to wear since I had the red eye.
I went about trying to find places for us to get tested. Remember, this is Friday evening. I couldn't find somewhere to be tested until Sunday. So we knew at the latest that we would have to all be separated at least to Monday.
After a while, kind of felt normal. But then I saw the empty bed, and that just made me sad because my brother wasn't there. Whenever I told that to my parents, it just made me even worse and cry.
Wifey was trying to figure out how to get them to test it as soon as possible. She called around a lot of places, did a research. Um, I mean, I give it to her. She did a lot of research. She's awesome like that.
It was very stressful, like thinking A, that we may have coronavirus in our house, and B, that I may have been the person to introduce it to my household. So, and that's always been my biggest concern throughout this process is giving it to someone, not necessarily me having it. Although I don't know how it would affect me, but giving it to someone and it impacting them in like, I can't even bring myself to say, but that would be the worst for me. And specifically giving it to anyone in this household. Because if you know me, you know how much I love my men.
I'm an overweight guy, so I am fearful of it. It can really destroy me or kill me. So I need to be very careful.
I just missed. I missed both of them since I couldn't get to see them during that period.
My brother Romy, he missed me. So he went down, called my dad, or told my dad. My dad called me and told me to get on Zoom to talk with Romy since he missed me. And I was glad to be able to see my brother and be able to talk with him and be able to see him.
Me and my brother started to game, play Roblox with each other because we through Zoom. Like we were putting Zoom on, and then we were listening to each other, so we can still hang out with each other, even though we're not in the same room.
One thing I'm thankful for during the time that we self isolated was technology. Like through Google, we were able to just get on our individual devices and have a whole family chat. So we communicated, we played some games, we even did our family meeting on Sunday via Google Chat.
They would talk to each other on the phone. They play games online and on the phone with each other. So we were separate, but we were still here together, and we made the best of the situation.
It just didn't feel right. I feel like our family wasn't whole. If it just I just didn't want to see my brother through a screen. I wanted to see him through my own eyes, right in front of me.
So on Sunday, Deacon and I went and got tested. Obviously, we had to ride in the same car. I double masked. We had a couple of N95 masks that we've been having, um, and pretty much saved for an occasion like this. So I gave him the N95 to put over his regular mask that he wears. And we got as far as we could in a little Camry. So he didn't sit behind me. He sat at a diagonal in the back. The best we can do, right?
For a moment, for me, I felt like, okay, what if they have it? Now, is this going to have to go into more days? Will me and Romy need to get tested? Um, it was scary. I didn't know what I would have done. I guess I would have just got tested.
And when you do the test that you have to, well, some places you have to administer it yourself. And um, so I did. And then I had to do it to my baby. But he took it like a champ. It was all good.
And it felt a little weird, kind of hurt a little bit, but it was fine.
Whenever Deacon and Mommy got tested to see if it was positive or negative, I had to stay in my room because they were going out, and if they were positive, I would be right. I shouldn't be right next to them or anything. But when they came back, I just kept waiting and wanting to get to test results.
I guess Tuesday morning she had got her results back.
I was negative. It was 10 a.m. and I knew that I was negative, and I could not tell anyone in the household because I hadn't had the results back from Deacon. I didn't want to come out of isolation not knowing if he had it or not.
My mom was her test was negative.
I snuck down the stairs. He was at the bottom of the stairs.
Looking like, where you going? Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. What you doing? You taking your mask off?
And I smiled. And he was like,
And then it clicked like, ah, she negative. So that was a good little moment. We smooched a little bit, did a little dance around. And
My mom came in, so she gave me an eye drop but missed. And whenever I walked in, whenever I put my head down, Romy and my dad were right there. My mom took off her mask and said, "Don't." She told me not to take off my mask.
on Wednesday morning, I woke up and was able to check. Like, I checked early in the morning to see if his test results had came in, and they had. And he too was negative. So our household was free from COVID and free from self-isolating.
it all worked out. We got the positive. I'm sorry, we got the negative, and everything worked out.
I'm like, do you want to go to school? And he's like, yes. Meanwhile, his eye is completely clear. Let's double back to that because mama was on it while Chef Face get these drops. So his eye had been cleared probably since Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, he woke up and his eyes was kind of clear. So he went to school. This was the happiest I have ever seen a child go to school ever. And also my oldest returned to school as well. So it's good.
So I was able to take off my mask and give my mom a hug and wait for my dad and my brother to come down to tell them the news. And it was so exciting, and I loved it.
They were negative, which is great. And then on Wednesday, we were able to go back to school. And Deacon got to go to his Christmas party, and I saw my friends. There'd be no school on the Thursday and Friday following that Wednesday though. But at least then I knew that I can be with my brother, and that I can actually touch him and hug him and love him.
Because we all get to have to wear masks around the house, be able to hug each other, have fun with each other, not be quarantined and not see each other for a long time. Because it felt weird not seeing each other for a long time, even though we've been together for so long during this COVID and stuff.
At least I know that he's still here, and that now it's all over. They're negative, and that we're fine.
We dodged a bullet on that one. Thank you, God, for keeping us safe, keeping us healthy and whole, because this could have been a nightmare.
A lot of times, I just thought that I should just stay positive. Everything's gonna be fine because none of us were gonna have COVID because we're all doing what we need to do to stay safe.
I learned a lot about a family, and I missed them. I really did miss them. It was nice to, get to hug them, and touch them, and squeeze them, and, finally get back to normal and play with them and stuff. So that was our time. Stuck like Chuck. We made it work, though. Thank you. Thank you.
So there's the story. So not only did we self-isolate from the world, we had to self-isolate from each other, which was difficult. You hear me? Because we are a huggy, lovey-dovey family, and we love to spend time together for the most part. Now, I like to be able to go to my corner when I want to, and I'm sure everybody else do too. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, make it a great one. Bye.